Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all having a good day. Unfortunately for Bitcoin, we are breaking down below that 20-day moving average today. We did talk about this, we were expecting this, but man, does it hurt when it actually does occur. So let's break down what's happening and then our next steps here to try to make some money off of Bitcoin. So right now, as we talked about a couple days ago, we do see Bitcoin breaking down below the 20-day moving average, and our next level of support seems to be 65,336. That's the next strong level of support. You're getting a mix of the support from way back over here of late October 23rd, and you're also getting some support from the 50-day moving average here, which is going to be a little bit nicer, right? So just before we get go any further, I still believe even if Bitcoin takes a dip down here, we can still go higher towards the end of the month. We're going to be fine there, I believe. If there's new data, I will definitely let you guys know. But right now, it looks like we're going into a little bit more of a painful experience. I'm not going to say catastrophic because, again, what we're looking at is a bearish MACD when on the daily, when we saw the same thing happen literally last week when everything was bearish, and you saw Bitcoin actually go sky high right after that bearish attack. So what I'm assuming is going to happen now is something of a larger move down here, pushing us back down towards, the $65,000 range, maybe a little bit higher than that. I would say 65,500 perhaps, probably, so let's say 66,000. That's still a couple $1,000s less than where we are now, so it is a pretty big move. From here, we are going to consolidate a little bit. I'm going to be looking for some type of move to make us go higher. What we talked about yesterday, though, was just looking at this chart right here. This was the difference between the aggressive traders and the non-aggressive traders. Aggressive traders might have bought over here if we had a 4-hour MACD crossover. We did not have a 4-hour MACD crossover at all, so you probably wouldn't have bought that in the first place. But we're looking at this little bit of a trend line right here, right? The moment Bitcoin finds a way to break above that, I'm going to be much more optimistic about buying and going along, and that'll move the daily chart along, and that'll keep on with the weekly chart. I think that's the time we end up having that big boom here. There have been some bad economic data coming out as far as jobs and stuff like that. Fine. I think right now we're just going through a little bit of a election volatility phase here. I think it's less than 80 hours now until we have the election. It's only a few days away, and that's going to be making things just a little bit more difficult for people. I'm not totally concerned, like I said before, because I do believe Bitcoin is on its way towards all-time highs again. But in the short term here, get ready for a lot more volatility. This right now is going to be much more of a shorters market here, like we talked about before. We are seeing the daily chart continue to come down, but it's only going to be, again, maybe like a 24 to 48 hour hold. It's not going to be something crazy, in my opinion. I just don't feel comfortable doing those types of trades. It's the day trading on the 1-hour chart, the 4-hour chart. Those have been giving you guys some really good opportunities. So right now, even though Bitcoin's at 68,000, I would still rather short right now, making Bitcoin come back down here to 67,000, maybe $1,000 profit right here, taking your money and run. That's the type of stuff I'm looking for at this point in time. If you guys are looking at stuff like meme coins and stuff like that, Dogecoin's already down 6% today. Look at the 4-hour chart here. It got bearish a while ago too, and the daily chart here is still bullish. We are about to maybe hopefully hold on to the 20-day moving average. At worst, come back down here towards 12.5 cents, which is still a pretty big move for Dogecoin. But these 4-hour charts have been very, very helpful so far. So if you guys see something that is possibly giving you guys a little bit of a, hey, this could be bullish here in a little bit, basically Bitcoin, that's when I feel more comfortable doing some longs. And right now, ride the wave down, probably back down here to 66,000 to 65,000, basically right down here. And that's the way I'd be playing it right now. And then I'll just end this video right now talking to you guys about if you guys are looking for a new exchange, BYDFi has some good promos for you guys, especially for the Halloween season. So give them a check. Right now, our trades are done just a little bit right now, and I'm going to open up a few more here. But man, I'm glad we just did the little bit of dollar cost averaging and not gone heavy, because like I said, until that 4-hour really gives us some big booms, we are seeing Bitcoin, come down a tad. I won't say it's catastrophic because, again, you go over the last few weeks, you can definitely see where Bitcoin has been having those moves. Over the last, 3 weeks, month, Bitcoin went up 25, 26%. I'm okay if it cools off a little bit. It's just we need to have that trend continue, and that trend overall is continuing right now, which is going to be a great sign for all of us. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to give you guys maybe a November forecast type of video, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks.